Alright guys, welcome to a new series on the channel of me training for a 10k, but the catch is I'm going to let my followers dictate what my workouts are going to be. Today on the cards, we've got a session set by Globe Runner Griff, who wants me to have a crack at a session of 3k, followed by 5x1k, and then another 3k at the end. I'm going to give it a go at my ideal 10k race pace, which if you're following me on the short form platform, you'll know I'm going for a 35-minute 10k clock-in. So that works out at about 3.5 minutes per k. Right, let me finish this warm up and then we'll get straight into the session. Alright, we're about to get into it, boys and girls. We're about to grind today. I'm not used to doing these sort of training sessions.
A bit long.
It's a bit long, especially in, what are we in, June? Especially for June, but then again, I haven't really been training like that, but it's going to be a fun one. I'm going to test the aerobic engine today. The idea is supposed to be like 3k tempo and then 5x1k at your 10k pace and then another 3k tempo, but I thought I've only got about 4.5 weeks now of a 6-week block to work up for a 10k, so I think the best option will probably be try and run it all at 10k pace and just hope I get used to it.
No being a bitch.
Exactly, we're not a bitch on this channel, boys. Don't mess about. So we'll see how we go. We'll see how 3:30 pace feels. The 3k is obviously going to be the hard part, and then the 1k I'm just going to work on trying to get comfortable, get in the flow state, clearing the mind.
Bro's aura for me.
Nah, I've seen the comments on my TikTok, went viral.
What did they say?
I had 2 comments, probably from 13-year-old boys, saying, "Bro, anyone noticed the hairline?"
No.
I just had a haircut as well.
Did they actually?
I added you. I added the men's hair loss expert in it. He was like, "No offense, but genuinely." He was like, not trying to be horrible. No offense, mate, but is your hairline cooked? I was like, "Nah, bro. Am I cooked?"
Guys, if your hairline is cooked, subscribe to this channel right here. Sort you right out. Don't even worry about it. Don't even stress.
Basically, it's mad actually like how 13-year-old kids are so concerned about it.
At 13 years old, I never knew.
You should not be concerned.
No.
I wouldn't say that. I've got a wonky head, guys. I've already worked out already. I've got a wonky head. So one side of my head is higher than the other. But I wouldn't say my hairline. I'm probably sweating. Looks pretty awful now. I wouldn't say my hairline is cooked as such.
No, it's always been that way. To be fair.
I'll probably throw up a picture of me when I was, I don't know, younger. My hairline's always been like this, and I've always had this bit higher. So please stop bullying me on that.
Genuinely, at 13 years old, think.
You shouldn't be thinking about what your hairline is.
No, my mum was like, "Nah, you won't go bald." And I was like, and that was the end of that until I was balding at 23.
Right. Okay. I don't want to speak too loud. They're having a domestic over.
How is it?
She's storming out the park, right? Fuck.
What did he say?
The can. Suck your mum, you pussy.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
Okay, all right. Thanks, guys.
Couple strides, and I reckon we're ready to go.
I missed that.
Fuck. A couple strides.
Okay.
How could I forget? How rude of me. We've only got the Saucony Guide 18s on at the moment, but it wouldn't be a session without putting on some faster shoes.
Gee, how greedy.
How greedy. Look, you don't hear the shower?
What's the
You
saying?
don't hear the shower? Are you dead?
Yeah.
I mean, she's been sitting here. He's rocked up on the.
I'm Instagram.
Imagine coming to Bushy Park to have a domestic. Like,
That's kind of crazy.
that's kind of. He says he's going to break her face.
Oh dear.
I might have to step in. I have to give him with a.
Sauconies.
I might have to hit him with a Ali shovel. I'll show you how great I am. We do not tolerate any abuse
No, you can't.
to women. But I need to step in and give him some hands.
Yeah.
I will do it. All right, just for you guys.
Women deserve equal rights. 6'3", by the way.
Comedy gold. I really wish that we could get this on camera, but we're probably gonna get stabbed. He shouted to her, "Enjoy your pasta bake, you fucking tramp!" What is going on? This is a nice area. We're in the suburbs.
That is not how to treat your shorty, guys. I don't want to see any of you guys talking to your lady like that. Otherwise you're getting banned from the channel.
Bro said, enjoy your pasta bake, you tramp. Alright, shit. Alright, I'm going for another stride and I'm done.
Okay. How are we feeling?
We're feeling good, but I saw a podcast where Josh Kerr basically mocked everyone who said you don't need to take gels if you're running, you know, a session or whatever. He pretty much confirmed that he takes one every 15 minutes or so, especially when you're running at a hard effort. So this isn't sponsored. Got an OTE gel here, which I picked up at one of their, what do they do? Like a pop-up thing at the local running shop. So I love a freebie, guys. I love a freebie. So this is my first ever gel, guys. Never tried one before. People are going to probably go, what is he doing? He's going to poo his pants. I think this is how you do it. And I think you neck the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
40 G's of carbohydrates. Right.
Bro's a pro at this. Thoughts?
Actually, bang.
Yeah, they're alright. Most of them are pretty good.
Again, I'm not sponsored. I didn't get gifted this. This is actually, it's like a luxury suite. It's beautiful. Right, let's get on with the rest of the session.
How's the gel sitting?
Not bad at all. Not gonna lie. The aftermath, in terms of my my stool, won't be representative. I'm not gonna show it on camera, but won't be representative of what the gel was doing, because we've been in a bit of a state the last few days, to say the least. Very liquidy. Don't know if anyone wanted to know that, but
Probably not.
yeah. But the gel's settling quite. I mean, I don't really notice stuff. If it gives me energy, it gives me energy, innit?
Indeed.
Should kick in pretty soon, I think, hopefully. Don't know how it works, guys. Let me know in the comments.
Normally pretty quick. Oh, that's a cold shot.
3k to go. I don't know what this is doing for my confidence.
What?
This is the pace that I've got to try and run at 10 consecutive kilometres in about 4.5 weeks' time. I don't get nervous. I'm starting to get a little bit shaky. Starting to get a little bit worried.
I don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a bit shaky, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit worried.
Nah, we'll be alright. Let out the bag, guys.
We're saying about the shoes.
Beautiful as ever. I really like these shoes. I think they're Saucony's answer to a Vaporfly, and then I'm pretty sure their Endorphin Elite 2 is the same as like an Alpha Fly, I think. I might be wrong. Sorry, Ibby, if I got that wrong. You guys don't need to know who Ibby is. Shh.
That's the bloke.
I would prefer to train in these than the Elites.
Yeah.
For this now. I'll probably do a couple of sessions in the Elites just to wear them in a little bit. But they're an expensive pair of shoes that I didn't purchase. But still, I don't want to waste them on just random sessions.
Yeah.
These are nearly just expensive, to be fair. So, talking from a very privileged position, but yeah, these are nice, and it's not just Saucony that I train in. I train in the Hokers, the Mac X2, and the Bondis for the easy runs. And then, but mainly I'm wearing Saucony these days because they're the plugs.
What about the Kiprop flip-flops?
Kiprop flip-flops, that's for recovery runs only. But yeah, other than that, I'm in Saucony.
Nice.
Right, guys, we've got to the last rep, 3k to go, and it only means one thing.
Whoa.
It's time to start mogging everyone in Bushy Park. I'm a bit fragile in the mind at the moment, so to test myself, I'm going to run 2k of this 3k at my 3:30 10k ideal pace, and then for the last kilometre I'm going to try and pick up a little bit, not blast it, but just to tell myself like I can run faster even after 10k of running at that pace. Because at the moment I'm thinking, this is a bit, we'll be fine. We're gonna just little pickup last K.
The real question is, natty or not? Put it in the comments.
Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Bitch, you weren't with me shooting in the gym.
End of the session, what are we saying?
Good. We were able to cut down the last K to, I don't know, like between 3:10 and 3:14.
Look like you're moving.
Context, Gilbanks is 6'7", so when I'm standing back here, obviously I look really small. But just for context, if I go in the camera, there we go. He's like, you know, he's only got a couple of inches on me in height. If you know what I mean.
Look at this little fella.
No, hang about. Look, stand next to me. Look.
I stand up straight. Listen to the reminders on my phone.
See, look, see, there. So he's only got that on me, guys. Huh? Back here, I'm small. It's just context.
So how was the session, bro?
Really good, thank you. Right, guys. So a good session. There's 11.3k of 10k pace. So work that one out. No, I think it was a good session. I'm enjoying doing this sort of stuff, to be honest. Doing the sessions that you guys suggest, because it gives me it opens my brain to different kinds of training. I kind of need it. As much as I'd be able to, I don't know, advise someone how to run a good 10k or sort of structure their training plan, it's always good to hear other opinions and other training sessions that I probably wouldn't have thought of. So shout out to Globe Runner Griff. That was a very good session, although I did tweak it a little bit. Sorry, mate. Hope you're not offended. Like I say, I've got a short amount of time to train up for this 10k, and I've got to get used to that pace. But really good session. I enjoyed it. I was able to get down, like I said earlier, to a faster pace, which was good, just to prove to myself, again, a bit insecure, but just to prove to myself that if I need to, I can lift the pace. I think Alfie Manthorpe on my TikTok commented that I shouldn't do any speed at all, and I should just focus on tempo and threshold work because I've already got the speed, because he's a real one and he knows the heritage. So I'm not going to be doing any speed in this block, but a lot of threshold work, specific work like that, and a lot of tempo as well. So that's the sort of sessions I want to be suggested to me. So I'm opening this up to YouTube as well as my short form. The more the merrier, the more options I have, better. I can structure my training plan accordingly. So if you want to drop in the comments what sort of training sessions you guys would advise to get yourself into some unreal 10k shape. Like I say, we're going for 35 minutes. It's my first ever 10k, literally ever. Even when I was competing, I didn't run 10ks. And coming from a middle distance background, this stuff it's not been too bad. I'm not going to like hype up and say, oh, it's been really hard, but I'm sure when I get into the 10k, or if you speak to me after the 10k race, I'll have something different to say about it, because it just seems like a brutal distance. 5k you can get away with if you've got speed, and then a half marathon is just a different world. Whereas a 10k is like, it's just that in between, it's just grim. You're not running that much slower than your 5k pace. Kind of like the 800 to the 400. Like, you're not running that much slower in an 800 than you would do in a 400. You've got to do it double the distance. So that's enough blabbering. Thank you guys if you've watched all the way to the end. Really do appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let me know what session I should be doing next for a good 10k down in the comments.
And if you don't subscribe, you get 0 bitches.
What the cameraman said.
Nice.